Long ago, nestled deep in the lush heart of what is now central Uganda, there was a remote village called Nguvu, named after the Swahili word for strength. This village thrived with life, music, dance, and unity, but only during the day. As the sun set and darkness draped itself across the land, a haunting silence took over. No songs were sung, no children laughed. Every door was locked, and every fire doused before the moon rose high. Because in Nguvu, once night fell, the drums played themselves. And when the drums played, someone died. The story passed from generation to generation said that many years ago, a powerful and respected drummer named Bamutu lived in Nguvu. His music could stir the spirits and calm the wildest beasts. During festivals, people from neighboring villages would travel for days just to hear him play. But Bamutu was arrogant. He believed his gift made him a god among men. One night, during a sacred moon festival, Bamutu declared that his drumming was more powerful than the ancestral spirits themselves. Laughing at the elders' warnings, he played his sacred drum, the okuba, long past midnight, calling out to the spirits to challenge his rhythm. They did. The next morning, Bamutu's body was found folded inside his own drum, eyes wide open, mouth twisted in terror. Since that night, the okuba drum, locked in the abandoned shrine at the edge of the village, began to beat by itself when darkness came. And with each beat, someone vanished. Generations later, the legend became a cautionary tale, used to keep children in bed. The shrine was left untouched, and life went on until the day Ao arrived. Ao was a city-born filmmaker, sent by a cultural foundation to document ancient Ugandan traditions. Tall, confident, and skeptical of superstitions, he arrived in Nguvu with a camera crew, notebooks, and his own agenda. "You can't document culture while fearing it," he scoffed to the village chief after being warned to leave before nightfall. "This story about drums killing people? It's perfect for the climax of my film." Ignoring every warning, Ao insisted on spending the night in the village, right by the shrine. That night, as the villagers prayed quietly in their huts, the sky turned blacker than ink. The air grew cold, and then the drumming began. Thump, thump thump, thump thump thump. Ao, thrilled by what he thought was a prank or ritual, rushed to the shrine with his camera. The sound was deafening. The okuba drum, dusty and cracked, sat untouched, but beat furiously on its own. The camera captured it all. Ao laughed, stepping forward. But then the drum stopped. The camera stopped. The air stopped. And from the shadows behind him, a voice whispered in Luganda, "Do you believe now?" The next morning, Ao's camera was found outside the shrine, still recording. Inside the shrine, no trace of him was found, except for a blood-smeared lens and a single, shallow breath echoing inside the drum. After Ao's disappearance, the drums became more frequent. Now they played 3 times a month, then once a week. The elders begged the spirits for forgiveness. Children began to disappear. Shadows moved where no light fell. And then came Zula. Zula was Bamutu's great-granddaughter, an orphaned girl raised by the village healer. Unlike Ao, Zula believed in the spirits. She had dreams of fire, music, and drums soaked in blood. In those dreams, she saw her ancestor's soul trapped in the drum, forced to beat it by vengeful spirits he had once mocked. The only way to stop the curse, her dreams whispered, was to beat the drum with a pure heart. So one night, as the drums began to beat once again, Zula entered the shrine with her own carved drumsticks, passed down from her grandmother. She knelt before the okuba, shaking. "I am not here to challenge," she whispered. "I am here to free you." She struck the drum once. Silence. Then a whisper. She struck it again. Screams from the shadows. She struck it a 3rd time, and the shrine walls collapsed inward, revealing dozens of spirit figures, including Bamutu himself, chained to the base of the drum. In a flash of white light, Zula vanished. The next morning, the shrine was gone. In its place was a large tree with roots wrapped around what looked like the base of a drum. No one dared touch it, but from that day forward, the drums never played again. Today, Nguvu is a quiet place. Tourists occasionally visit to ask about the haunted village. The elders don't speak much, but if you walk through the forest at night, especially on a moonless one, you might hear a faint drumming sound, like a heartbeat. And if you follow the sound, you might see the outline of a young girl standing by a great tree, her hand on the bark listening, waiting, because legends say, if the world forgets the lesson of Bamutu's pride again, the drums will return. And this time, they won't stop until the silence is complete.